Hey people, welcome back to my wildlife tours. Today I've got something exciting. I'm going to be unboxing and giving a demonstration of my latest camera. Before I get to that, I'm going to set this to the side and kind of show you what I've been using. This here is my Nikon B700 60X 4K. This has about a little over 1400 millimeters in zoom, which is quite a bit. You are sacrificing a lot of quality and so on, but considering a Nikon 600 millimeter 2.8 lens would set you back about $12,000. This little cool pics for $500 is not a bad deal. So let me introduce you to its replacement. Now, Nikon does make a Coolpix P900 that does have more zoom than the B700. The reason I went with the B700 is because of 4K. The P900 is 1080p, which is okay, but I've got other YouTube channels, and you can scroll through there and you can see video going back to where 720 was the in thing, and you can compare that to 1080p, and it's a world different. So the idea is to kind of future-proof the videos. 5-10 years from now, even when they come out with 5K, 6K, 4K will still look better than 1080p. So anyhow, that's just kind of my weird way of looking at that. So Nikon just released their latest Coolpix camera. This is the Coolpix P1000, and this thing is a monster. It's at 3000 millimeter zoom. I am extremely excited to try that out. Not only is it 3000, it's 4K. So I'm going to do kind of a little unboxing here, and then I'm going to put this out in the field, try to get all my cameras set up and give you an idea of the comparison and how they work. Now, I do have other cameras. I got a Nikon D500 with a 200 to 500 millimeter zoom, and that works really well. I also have a 1.4 teleconverter, and that gets me out about 1,000 with the DX factor. Alright, what we got here, we got our owner's manual. As usual, Nikon's warranty. They changed them up. They used to be yellow, so I hope this is legit, right? But I did buy this from a reputable dealer, so it should be. Anyhow, if I want to get any further than that on my D500, I need like a 400 1.8 or a 600 2.8, I think. Would be a lot better, but you're talking about $10,000 to $12,000, and I certainly don't have that just for a lens. So for those of you that can't afford to drop $12,000 just on a lens, these Coolpix ultra zoom cameras are a bargain. The B700 was just under 500, I believe. The P900 was just a hair more than that. Now the Coolpix P1000 is going to set you back around 1,000 depending on where you go. So anyhow, see what's all in the box. You get your Nikon strap. Usually I don't use these. I like to use different straps, but on these Coolpix they come in handy because I pretty much exclusively use them for video, and they're almost always on a tripod. So alright, let's look over here a little bit here. Looks like some kind of charging cable for the battery. Plug it in. And there's the battery. Probably a good idea to buy a couple of these, especially for what I do. It's nice to have one. There's the rest of the charger, I believe. So, it's a wall charger. You just flick this out, I guess. There's your USB port. Where did the battery go? I don't know. I have to look at that. I'm afraid to pop that out. I'm assuming that's what happens, is you pop it open and insert battery. Alright, let's pull out the beast, shall we? Now the P100, God, I can't get my numbers straight. The P1000, sorry. Got a lot of things going on. It's a much bigger camera than the, than some of the earlier Coolpix. I mean, it feels a whole lot more like a regular DSLR. God, I can't talk. I'm sorry about that, folks. I swear, I know the King's English. Alright, look at this thing. This thing is a monster. I mean, good gosh, look at that. Look at how long that barrel is, man. That's not even zoomed at all. I think it just feels like a camera there, folks. I mean, that thing feels solid. I mean, look at it compared to my B700. People kind of trip out, especially when I'm watching those golden eagles. Man, I get a lot of cyclists and they'll stop and they want to look and they see this little dinky camera and they're like, okay. And then when they look through, they're like, wow, the thing works pretty good. But anyways, that thing is small. I mean, right off the bat, I mean, that's the first thing you notice, man. This thing it's a good sized camera. I mean, I got big paws. So, I mean, if you got big hands, it's great. If you got small hands, you're going to be like, wow. It comes with a hot shoe, so that's nice. I really like that feature. I would show you I don't have any flashes, but one of my shotgun mics broke, and I'm using the other one for this video, so that thing is massive, man. Oh, here, hang on just a sec. Told you I like to use other straps. This is my my D800. God, I really can't talk. Well, look at that. I mean, that's obviously without a lens, but when you stack it above, I mean, if you factored in a lens, like, you know, my 20mm, my 24 to 120, I mean, it's very comparable size to my D800 with a lens. So, see, there's my that's my 24 to 120 right there. So. A lot easier when it's on the body. You can see what you're doing. But yeah. We'll stick that to the side. So, I mean, this is about the size. I hope I've demonstrated that already. About the size of what a DSLR with a lens, a regular one, would be. 125x optical zoom, wide, 4K. So, some of the other things, and I can't stress this one enough. Let me see if I can find my, here, I can show you on this one. One of the things that would drive me nuts with my B700 is every time I went to change the battery, I don't know about the P900, I really don't, but If you see here on my B700, when you have a mounting plate, like the memory card and the battery go right here. So if I can get this, I can't even get it to fold down. I have to pull the plate off. If I'm real lucky, I can loosen it up and turn the plate and slide it this way, and then kind of, if I just want the card, I can kind of squeeze the card out. But I mean, at that point the plate's pretty much off anyway, so it's another one of the things I was excited about with this camera, because here, let me get a plate. Alright, here's a, this will be one of the plates I use. I'm not entirely sure. I may use one like on that B700, because that's for a video head, where this is more for a ball head. And it's, if you're shooting video, it's nice to have a video head. But look at there, see, I don't have to disassemble the rig just to get the battery. Yeah, memory card's in there as well, so that's awesome. So yes, that's a huge bonus as well. And I just can't get over the size of this thing. So some other things that I really like, obviously the hot shoe deal kind of comes to mind, but it also has a mic jack. I don't have that with the B700. And one of the things I was wanting to start trying to do is to put a shotgun mic on and get a little more ambient noise, especially with these eagles, because they're almost always around prairie dog towns. So, you know, I want to get around to recording some of them critters. Here's your zoom. That thing just turn knob. I don't know if we have one up there or not, but alright, so another thing is it has the articulating, I believe that's what they call, screen. This is nice, especially for you people that, I don't know why you'd want to use this for blogging or vlogging. I think that's what they call it now, yourself, but you can. It's got the flip screen, mic jack, so that'll be really nice. For me, this comes real handy because of the weight. Sometimes, you know, I have to lower the tripod or raise it, so I'm able to, you know, angle this up or angle it down, especially with the sun glaring on you. You can kind of get it out of the way. So. Alrighty, so that's what we got there. That thing is massive. I just love how that feels. Alright, so I'm gonna get the battery charged, get some cards in it, try to get all my tripods collected. I think I got enough, and set up all these cameras and try to give you a side-by-side comparison of something, so you can get an idea of what kind of zoom we're talking about here. And you know, if you're looking for a camera, maybe help you decide. These, in my opinion, are very affordable options for you know, my fellow wildlife enthusiasts, especially, you know, bird watchers. You know, you're required to be at least 100 yards away from you know, an eagle nest if it's nesting, and could be further than that, because a lot of times these are on private property and you can't just go traipsing across people's property and so on. And so having that extra zoom at an affordable price comes in real handy. Alright, get the battery charged up, put all this up, set it all up, and see if I can get you some sample footage. Okay, there, I got all three cameras running, zoomed in. I don't have a teleconverter, so this is 500 max, but it's a DX body, so it's about 750 with the DX body and fully extended. P1000, I mean, it is right up on the bird's head. I got a little more room to zoom in with, but it gets way wobbly, and a lot of that I'm contributing to this ball head. You really want a video head. See, this here's a video head. It's just, I mean, it took me forever just to get it pinpointed where it's at and steady at that range. So, and using a heavier tripod. That one's aluminum. It's not too bad. This, my Gitzo's a little beefier. So. Anyhow, once it's all set up, it looks pretty good. No, I'm not gonna lie. If you don't have the $1,000 to put down on the P1000, I mean, you can get these B700s now for like $300. I mean, you'll see the video. I'm pretty darn close. Not as close as I am with the P1000, but definitely closer than I am with the D500 with the 500mm lens. So, now, if I put my 1.4x converter on there, I'll be about 1,000, and it gets you a little closer. But I just wanted to see what it looks like without any teleconverters compared to the others. Alright, I think I'm going to wrap this up. Just kind of wanted to do some testing of my new camera. Give y'all some affordable options, if you want to look at it that way, for viewing wildlife. Sorry, I saw this one lifting up her wing. Just going to see if she's going to take off. The other one's in a tree to the right. Okay, so anyways, affordable options. Really, you got high, medium, and low. I mean, it's really that simple. Obviously, you can go higher than this, but this here's the Nikon D500, and then you got the Nikon 200-500. This is just like a skin you could buy and put over it. It's rubber. It kind of protects the lens. They're usually black, nothing real special. But anyways, the lens and the camera's about $3,500. Then I got this Gitzo tripod. You want to use a gimbal head, so just for $5,000 or less. And I know that doesn't sound all that affordable. Well, when you consider what a 600mm 2.8 lens costs, which is around 10-12 grand, it's pretty affordable. That's just the lens, and then you still have to have the gimbal and the camera body and the tripod that'll hold it. And yeah, so the next affordable up would be the Nikon P1000 here. This is my older tripod here, but you can buy these things $200 or $300. If you're gonna shoot video, get a video head, not a ball head. It's a pain in the rear to adjust, especially way out there on a dime. took me forever to get focused on his head like that. So definitely a video head if you're going to shoot video. If you're going to do photos, then the ball head's fine. Anyways, the ball head's going to set you back another $100, and a cheap video head like what I'm using over there is $100. So anyways, the P1000's, around $1,000. Tripod and video head or ball head, another $300. You got about $1,500, somewhere around there. So going from $5,000 to $1,500. Then again, use the same tripod. This here's a travel tripod. It's actually around $300-400, somewhere around there, because it's carbon fiber, real compact and sturdy. But it, everyday use one of these. Unless you're going to travel, this thing, it got real heavy traveling with it. Okay, so you got $300, another tripod. Give or take $100 for the video head, depending on how cheap your tripod is. You got $300-400, and then this here's the B700. They've come down in price, especially with the P1000 introduced. That drives the P900 down, and thus the B700. You can get these $300, $350, something like that online, I believe. I paid $450 new for it. So now I went with the B700 because it's 4K. All three of these are 4K cameras, so there's very affordable 4K options. If you see my video, my YouTube channel, I shoot video most of the time in 4K. Now you can get the P900 instead of this for probably another $100 difference. That's the way it was new whenever I got this one. So it was like nearly $600, while this one was nearly $500. So anyway, so let's say $300 tripod, $100 video head, $300 camera. You're $700-800. You get the P100, you're close to $900, and you can reach out and get some video with these three. So $5,000, $1,500, $900. Some affordable options. All right, we'll wrap this up. Hope y'all got something out of this. I got to see some eagles and try out my camera. And back off. This in here keeps moving its wings around. I want to get the whole thing if I can. This video on the P1000 is a little shaky because see how far the thing's extended, and it's not a video head or anything. So all right, so thank y'all for watching. It's obviously it's ramping up for another season. Just be respectful, mindful of the habitats for these birds, the perimeters, the radius for them. You want at least 100 yards away, 660 yards away if you're commercial. So and they're just, or is it 330 yards? I think it's 330 yards, something like that. So we're more than 100 yards away, and these cameras are working really well for that. So there's a bunch of signs posted around here also. Obey those, don't go wandering up in there. If you're close enough to the eagles or birds noticing you and they're giving you the eyeball, you're way too close, back off. So anyhow, please check out my other videos. I thank y'all for watching, and y'all have a great holiday. I'm recording this right before Thanksgiving. I don't know if I'll post it before then or not, but if I do, happy Thanksgiving. If I post it a little later than that, happy belated Thanksgiving. And I'll talk with y'all later.